Hungary's strong economic and political ties with Russia were never a secret. But guess what? Hungary is now going one step further. It is de-NATO-fying its military and laying the ground for strong military ties with Moscow. Hi and welcome, you're watching outRIGHT. We tell you the right side of the story. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for such outright videos. Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban is undertaking a massive purge campaign in the Hungarian army. This is the biggest overhaul in the ranks of the Hungarian army in the past 2 decades. This comes after Budapest recently passed a law enabling the government to lay off any military personnel above 45 years of age. Hungary's defense minister confirmed in an interview that several hundred officers, majorly from the top ranks, were being fired in order to help meritocracy and competition in the army and to make the organization a little less top-heavy. Many are at the rank of lieutenant colonel and above. But what exactly is going on? What does it have to do with the Russia-Ukraine war and NATO? Well, some claims made by the opposition and former ministers suggest that Viktor Orban is actually ridding the Hungarian army of pro-NATO elements. The opposition MP and member of the NATO Parliamentary Assembly, Agnes Vadai, said the decision was a government attempt to de-NATO-fy the armed forces. Now, if these allegations are to be believed, it can be said that Hungary is now preparing itself to forge deeper military ties with Russia, and it is preemptively eliminating all sources of internal resistance and rebellion. Anyway, Viktor Orban has amicable ties with Putin. He has vetoed EU's anti-Russia moves on several occasions and shied away from giving any military aid to Ukraine.
Áll háborúban a másikkal, az nem nyilatkozatoknak a kérdése. Hogyha te fegyvert küldesz, hogyha te finanszírozod a hadban álló felek egyikének teljes éves költségvetését, kilátásba helyezel újabb fegyverszállításokat, egyre modernebbeket, és vannak olyan pontok, amelyek nyilvánvalóan sértik Magyarország elemi érdekeit, ott pedig vétóznunk kell. Ilyen volt az olaj, ilyen lenne a gáz, amit miattunk nem tudnak létrehozni, és most megint újabb szankciós tervek vannak, most már a nukleáris atomiparra akarják ezt kiterjeszteni, ezt nyilvánvalóan meg kell vétózni, nagy csata lesz.
See, while Orban was always a pro-Russia leader, the Hungarian military would always side with NATO. Orban would always oppose NATO's provocative actions against Russia, whereas the country's military would quietly do its job inside the alliance, earning respect for leading its so-called peacekeeping efforts in Bosnia and participating in deployments around the world. But here is the tricky part. NATO is levied at Hungary for the ongoing military reforms, but it cannot really do anything. A senior military figure from a NATO state was quoted as saying by the Financial Times, "This is serious, not silly." But the tricky issue for NATO is that we cannot go around telling governments who they can and cannot pick to be generals. Like a grumpy old nanny, some experts are whining that this purge won't do any good to Orban because the younger generation that would replace the old guards in the army is even more Atlanticist, which means they support strong ties between Europe and US and don't favor Russia. But these claims don't hold water when confronted with facts. An Ipsos survey conducted last year revealed that around 90% of Hungarians do support the government's stance on the Russia-Ukraine war. Hungarians are of the view that the problems of Ukraine are none of their business and they should not interfere. All thanks to EU's dictatorial policies and its condescending behavior, the majority of Hungarians think they are better off without the European Union.
We've sent a letter to Hungary with questions. They have answered, and we've carefully assessed the result of these questions, and our conclusion is we have to move on the next step. And therefore, the Commissioner Hahn has today spoken to the Hungarian authorities and informed them that we will now send the letter of formal notification to start the conditionality mechanism.
Who the hell is she to dictate an elected democratic government? The Hungarians have elected Viktor Orban to run the country, and please, Miss Ursula, we know you are a German, but please tame the raging Adolf Hitler inside you.